I'm Sharon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This week, finally, after months and months and years, in fact, of waiting, we finally managed to squeeze in a carol concert with our choir. And it was so great to be singing together. It was so great to give a live performance again as well. And mercifully, thankfully, we did manage to pull it off. The earlier rehearsals, when we got back together, I was sort of predicting doom and gloom, really, because after not singing for so long, and we've had to change rehearsal venue, and where we've managed to just find a little pitch for now, pardon the pun, we find that the acoustics aren't great. It's like singing into a mattress, really, and we just can't hear each other. So it's been really hard work getting back, and after only a few weeks of rehearsal, we've managed to sing again in a live concert. However, after having months and years of not rehearsing, funds are low. It's a charity kind of voluntary thing. It's a hobby, and to save funds, we've gone back to our old Carols for Choirs, books 1, 2 and 3, and back to the surreptitious, or maybe not so discreet, rummaging around trying to get your next book for the next item. And we went back to a song, a Christmas song that we haven't sung in such a long time. Here we go. It's an arrangement of We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I'll put a little copy of it on screen, and if I can, I'll try and find a video on YouTube that shows this version of it. It's such a great arrangement. There are scribbles on the copy going back over decades and decades, and we've sung it probably more times than I've had hot dinners over the years. But this time, it's the first time we've sung it with this new conductor. And after, I think about 30 years, certainly over 25 years of singing this, I realised that for the last however many decades, we've been singing a note wrong. And I didn't even know it was wrong. And even now, I couldn't tell you what the actual real note is. I suppose perhaps I should have taken some time to find that out. But it was like the last rehearsal when we realised we've been singing it wrong. And it just got me thinking that all of those concerts we've been singing a wrong note. Nobody's ever noticed. We've never noticed. The conductors have never noticed. I mean, a few bars later, it's followed by this run up to a top B flat. So, I mean, pitch isn't our main worry at that point. You're just going to get some notes flung out, I'm afraid. In fact, that top B flat, you won't be getting that from me. I'm only a second soprano. But realising that we've been singing this note wrong for so many years, it just proves my point that, what's a wrong note between friends? It was a great concert. It went really well. Nobody cares. Nobody noticed. And I think this is where, and I've said it before, there's a big difference between practice and performance. And in lesson times, I do realise that I can become something of a nag, and I'm nagging away at my pupils. No, that note, this note, oh, just watch out there, just watch out, watch your timing there. Oh, that needs to be staccato. Oh, go back and do that again. Nag, nag, nag. And we're working for months and months and months preparing a performance piece, whether it's a performance or an exam. And we always endeavour to get best practice. We want it right. We want it absolutely right. And in lesson time, we want best practice. We always endeavour for the right, the perfect, the absolutely accurate, the musical accurate presentation for the best performance possible. Whether that's performance for a public performance, a private little jolly, or even for an exam. Music's to be heard, and we are practicing for somebody to hear that. Maybe even if it's only us for our own pleasure, but it's going to be a performance. And so I'm nagging away to get this best practice. And that's what our conductors do. In the first rehearsals back, it's like, 45 minutes on one phrase, and we still, no, go back, do it again, no, go back, do it again. Now try articulating it this way. I want it in this style. No, that note's not right. What's your tuning? Your tuning's dropping there. Don't breathe there. You must breathe here. And it's like nag. It seems But that's what we're there for, isn't it? We go to lessons, we go to rehearsals, we go to these professionals. You know, our musical conductor is in charge and he knows the best way of doing this. And it's our job to listen and take that on board and do our best to implement it, isn't it? However, once it comes to performance time, different ball game. We've done all of that practice. We've done all the note bashing. I've finished nagging now. Now you just enjoy performing it. Enjoy the music. And if something goes wrong, so what? Keep going. The worst thing you can do is stop, dither about it, bring great attention to this one wrong note or a slip or whatever, and then spoil the rest of the performance. You can't go back in time. That moment has gone. It's like a river that, you know, that's gone by. Water under the bridge. Don't spoil the rest of the performance mithering about it. And if for the rest of the performance you just give a good show and you enjoy the music, and I think if the audience can see that you are enjoying yourself, they'll have forgotten that. If they ever noticed it in the first place, if anybody even spotted the blemish, even then it will have been forgotten, because the rest of the show was such a great show, and you know, we're all just happy, and that was really great. Round of applause, take a bow, well done kind of thing. And so it just reinforces, and goodness me, 30 years nearly. Wrong note. Nobody's noticed. Nobody cares. We had a great time singing it all of those years. And this week, once again, we revisited this same piece. I'm pretty certain we still sang the wrong note. I can't think that I changed whatever I did on previous occasions. That's really bad, isn't it? However, it's one note in a whole plethora of music. And I do think the one thing that shone out from all of the performance in the concert this week was we were enjoying singing. It was just great to be back. We were enjoying singing, making music, live music, audience, congregational participation. What's the wrong note between friends? Just enjoy playing, enjoy music. Who cares? Thanks for watching. Bye.